Hi, everybody. Dan Ullman, Mike Beer, taking a look at the feature race at Santa Anita on Sunday. It's race number 7, the $100,000 Angels Flight Stakes. 3-year-old fillies going down the hill at about 6.5 furlongs on the turf course. Before we take a look at the field, remember Timeform US past performances available for free in your DRFPPs. When you access your DRFPPs on drf.com, click on the Timeform US tab. Try it for free. Here's the field for the Angels Flight. Some promising fillies in here, including the number 1 Manhattan Jungle, who rallied from off the pace to win the Sweet Life last time out. This is a horse with a lot of foundation. She took on good company in Europe last year, and she really seemed to benefit from that cutback in distance last time out.
Yeah, exactly, Dan. She was a good sprinter as a 2-year-old. They finally cut her back for her third stateside start last time, and she did what she was supposed to do in there. She was a short price. She got a good trip. She got the job done.
We'll take a look at the Timeform US pace projector for this race, and we see Manhattan Jungle might work out a very nice pace tracking, ground saving trip in here under Hernandez. The 4, Tina Ella, we'll talk about her a little bit later. She has a beautiful pedigree. She's stepping up off of a good trip maiden win. I think Fast and Shiny is the speed. The question is she a dirt horse?
Yeah, that's a pretty big question. We'll see if she shows her speed here, sprinting on the grass. The number 6, Fast and Shiny. It's certainly possible. The 4, Tina Ella, had really good speed in her turf debut last time. And they didn't want the lead with her, but they certainly could have had it if they wanted it. I think the key to the pace is the 2, Broadway Girl. She's got really good speed going long, but she's cutting back here.
Let's take a look at Manhattan Jungle's win in the Sweet Life last time out. And Mike mentioned she was able to work out a really good position by herself in mid-pack on the turn. There was a spill crossing the dirt pack. Manhattan Jungle was on the outside. You see her running on the outside to win. Rolling down towards the inside is Ragtime Rose, who doesn't have a lot of speed, but is back in this race as well.
Yeah, Ragtime Rose came from way out of it, and it was a long first second there. Pretty good ride for her there, saving all the ground and getting through on the inside. I just thought Manhattan Jungle kind of did what she was supposed to do, Dan, last time. It feels like she's just a lot better going shorter distances. They cut her back last time, and she won that race pretty well. I thought she did get a good trip, but she did what she was supposed to do.
Solid and consistent is Manhattan Jungle, a 4-time winner facing a bunch of 1- and 2-time winners. The 2 is Broadway Girls. Mike made a very good point. She could be the key to the pace, especially if the 6 horse doesn't go to the lead, because she has shown big speed, as she did last time out in the Lady of Shamrock Stakes. She got clear in that race. She just got tired in the end, but I think she was placing a pretty good field that day.
Yeah, I think that's probably true, Dan. I was still a little disappointed in her performance. She made the lead pretty easily. I mean, you could tell they wanted it from the start. She cleared it, and it's not like she was walking up there. I thought she went a pretty legitimate pace up the backstretch, but man, she was really no match at the top of the stretch. It was a little disappointing. They're going to try to cut her back now. I'll be pretty surprised if they're not coming out of there running from the gate, though.
We saw the 3 Ragtime Roses rail skimming rally for the runner-up position in the Sweet Life last time out. Like the winner, Manhattan Jungle, she appreciated turning back in distance. Really, her only 2 poor races have come when they tried for her to go long. The key is pace. It looks like she needs a lot of help because she doesn't have a lot of early speed.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if this race will necessarily set up all that well for her, but she did run pretty well last time, Dan. Made a pretty strong run into that race, and I think your point is well taken. She's just a better sprinter.
There are high hopes for the 4, Tina Ella, going out for Richard Mandella just because of her pedigree. She's by Warfront out of the great race mare Beholder, and she finally broke her maiden in her 3rd lifetime start, her turf debut last time out. She broke sharp in that race, and Hernandez, who was riding her this day, decided to take a hold, get her into the pocket. She angles out 3 wide for the stretch run, and she kicks on by late. It was a very promising performance first time on the turf, and she fits well with this company from a speed figure standpoint.
Yeah, true. It's not like she steps into the toughest race in the world right off the maiden win. I liked the way that she did it in here, Dan. She was really handy once they got her into the clear for the stretch. You saw her win there. She wasn't hard used at the end of that race, just doing what she had to do to win there. We'll see how that form stacks up. The horses that ran second and third to her were both first-time starters at big prices, so it's hard to tell what she beat there.
The 5 Pleasant Waves only lifetime victory came going 5/8 of a mile in a maiden special weight at Del Mar. She has been big prices in her 2 subsequent starts, and she's been beaten by several of these horses, including last time out in the Sweet Life.
Yeah, got her work cut out for her here. No match for Broadway Girls, going longer, 2 back, never really got involved in that last one. She did make up some ground at the end of that race, Dan, but that's what everybody was doing in there.
The 6 Fast and Shiny comes off a dirt win for trainer Bob Baffert. That was a first level allowance going 3/4 of a mile on dirt. Now, she's raced twice before on turf, but maybe we can give her excuses because those were both 2-turn races and she just seems like a sprinter.
Yeah, that's a fair enough way to look at her, especially if you're just, sort of searching around for a price in this race, and she feels like she will be one for a really good trainer. It still remains to be seen if she's any good on turf at all, but maybe sprinting will do the trick.
Let's take a look at our top picks for Sunday's feature race, the Angels Flight. Manhattan Jungle is just consistent and solid. You saw her finish it off last time out, going 6.5 in the Sweet Life. She's just the horse to beat, Mike.
Yeah, I think she is. I took her on top. I know she's going to be a short price, Dan. I'm just going to stick with her. I thought about putting Broadway Girls on top here and giving her a chance sprinting, but she's 3-1 on the line, and I'm not betting her at that price.
I'm concerned that the 2 and the 6 are going to go out and maybe battle each other for the early lead and set things up for a closer. And Ragtime Rose is a closer. Now, she did get a good ride last time out, saving all the ground. I'm hoping this time she comes widest and fastest. 1, 2, 4, 3 for Mike, 3, 2, 4, 1 for me. It's the feature at Santa Anita on Sunday, the Angels Flight. Good luck.